Let's leave FIFA's problem for FIFA. As Onye said, they have all it takes to to get it done. Quickly, let's dash to Kaduna. Pictures from the Super Eagles training camp. They're getting ready for Chad. We're talking about this and giving you updates. So that's the latest pictures. They're training this morning. As you can see, Azubike Gwekwe has joined the team after the CAF Confederations Cup outing with Warri Wolves, and some other players are also there. But quickly, let's listen to the big boss. He's been talking ahead of this game against Chad. Let's listen to him talk. When we come back, we'll talk some more sports tonight. Stay with us.
It was a disaster that we didn't qualify. It happens that we didn't qualify. But that is something that we've left behind us now. Really, we all knew what happened. I don't want to stress about that. What I have in front of me is what is going to happen on Saturday, starting on Saturday. We want to look ahead of Gabon 2017. And looking ahead at Gabon 2017, we need to start right now, Saturday, and do what we need to do. I don't want to think about what happened a year ago or something. That is badly gone, it's gone, it's no more important. The motivation here is that, for me, it's a circumstance that I'm coming back. It's a privilege to be here. It's not something that I have to have, and I thank God to have that among 170 million people. Some do have confidence that, we can do this again.
Let's say Super Eagles coach Stephen Keshi speaking to journalists at the media party held today in Kaduna. He says it was a disaster that we didn't qualify for the last edition. More disaster if anything goes wrong against Chad.
Yeah, it was a monumental disaster, for everybody. Journalists, the joy of covering an international event is when your team is there. You can anchor every interview, all your work around your team, and your paper, your TV station, will be popular. But it was really a disaster, monumentally a disaster for us. So we don't want to experience such things again. And the key is to beat Chad. Very simple. But simple as it sounds, it's also difficult because the Chadians don't have anything at stake. They could come here and play the game of their life. So it behoves on Keshi. He has invited some newcomers to the team. He has to justify why these players, have been called up to the team. He has to come up with a winning formula and ensure that the team does well. Anything short of that, I think there will be trouble.
Today, I was seeing pictures of some of the players invited for this, I think, at this stage, because you tagged it state of emergency for Nigerian football. So even if we are playing Djibouti, we have to use our best. Some of these players, you think they can actually make a difference against Chad?
I hope so. I mean, that's the reason why a lot of them flew over 2,000 or 3,000 miles all the way from Europe to and even Asia to Nigeria. There is no point in showing up if you're not going to give 110 or 150% for a national team. And we've always talked about motivation. I think the biggest motivation for Stephen Keshi himself is to remove the albatross of not qualifying for the last competition. The players also have to remove the albatross of their recent failures, losing at home to Congo, losing at home to Uganda, not
failing to win against South Africa.
The biggest motivation for them is to win back the trust of the Nigerian population.
That's it.
Stephen Keshi especially. I mean, whether you like it or not, he has severely dented his image, winning one Nations Cup, not qualifying for the subsequent one. It's like Joachim Löw, who won in Brazil, and not qualifying for the next World Cup in Russia. It's intolerable. And I've always consistently maintained that the minimum standard for any coach of a Nigerian national team is qualifying for a continental competition. If you don't do well, it's a different thing. But not even being there at all.
Nigeria should feature.
Is unacceptable.
We must be there.
Somehow, Keshi has kept his job. I hope he has the added motivation to rebuild his image in the eyes of Nigerian people, because there was a time when Keshi could do no wrong. Keshi could probably walk into a bank and loot it, and everybody, oh, it's Keshi, no problem, go. You know, but now, right now, I don't think he has that kind of.
That's because he was winning.
And he was winning.
You must
and
win
the same
to
thing
win.
for the Nigerian players too. You remember that game against Congo at the 2000 Nations Cup, where the players were stoned.
Yeah.
And we don't want to see a repeat of
Even
that.
against Sudan that we won in Abuja, the fans were still not pleased because we could see the signs that this team might not qualify. And then so I totally agree with what you're saying. Let's just quickly take some messages on Twitter. This one coming from Prince Obiora, regular viewer of Sports Tonight, says, I really don't understand why Keshi was appointed to coach our Eagles. He lacks what it takes to handle the team. Well, sadly, you're not part of you're not part of the technical committee, and they have actually given it to Keshi. Adams Audu wrote to us from Kaduna State, says, good one for Edo State, encouraging the future stars. They should keep the youngsters together and groom them. We totally agree with you, Audu. And they actually defeated Research Model from Kaduna to actually win it.